The system we have at Ilisimatusarfik and in research generally is one that has been inherited from European models that were developed in medieval times. So they're not designed for a place like Greenland, and they're not even designed in this century. So I was thinking about how we can value research and knowledge and education and how we can build that in a truly Greenlandic way. So one example is that in the pay structure, someone like me who's a professor has various degrees but has spent probably about a year in total in Greenland is paid more than an elder who spent his life or her life working in Greenland, knows everything about their field but doesn't have a formal education. The pay structures pay me more than that person, even if that person is clearly more qualified than I am in many respects. We shouldn't exclude other forms of scientific knowledge, particularly what's often called indigenous knowledge. So the knowledge that people learn and the experience through generations, so centuries of observation and so forth, that knowledge should also be valued. That means including experts who don't have formal titles on things like grant bodies to decide what gets funded, on things like promotion and hiring committees, who gets hired, whether projects go ahead, on how they design a project so that it is truly inclusive, that it actually benefits the society in Greenland. And I'm not the first person at all to make these arguments or to try to do this. There are lots of Greenlandic scholars doing this work, but my responsibility as a non-Greenlander, but someone who loves Greenland, is to support that work and make space for it, to ensure that university structures give time to those people. It's a big word, but to talk about decolonizing the university, decolonizing research and education, that there is space for that work to be done by the experts, and those experts might not have fancy academic titles or big long strings of letters after their names, but they need paid time to do that work. We need experts from outside the university, again, paid time to be involved in designing and administrating research and education in Greenland for it to be a truly Greenlandic research community.